Today, from St. Louis, Missouri, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tater tot.
It's St. Louis taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It surely is.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set.
Yeah, JG. Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Taken at the 50. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Fuck.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And here's a
hey,
look
Jay,
at
come
their
here.
leader, standing 6'4".
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an
Wanna
even
get up here?
keel. Doesn't let too
Come
much
on.
ruffle him. He will
Come
manage
here.
the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him,
Come
and
on.
then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass.
Come
Yes, he
here.
had an interception last week, but he
Come
found
here.
a way for his team to win.
Come on. Come here. You don't want to get up here with me?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd down, Burton. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw went a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 66 yards. To throw on second down, Burton.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Back to throw. Burton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Franklin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On third down, Greer. And some room to work. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain.
Isolation is late. Banks open. Acts like he meant to do
They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Burton. Connection made with Chenault. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Back to throw. Burton to Chenault on the slant.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Burton. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Burton. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Burton. This ball nearly intercepted. Oh, once in a season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Going to give to Greer here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. On third down, Gardner. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more, and it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Yeah, that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on. This is starting to feel like that game-set drive.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Burton.
Oh, let me reach for it.
Finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
No. Shit.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Burton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Burton. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check out.
On second down, it's Gardner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Franklin. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down now, it's Gardner. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Back to throw. Franklin. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw. Franklin. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort that... His second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports halftime report. We'll kick things off with the twice-yearly battle for Ohio. This one has Cleveland making the trip south to Cincinnati. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And that game level as they take on the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go, G. Begin.
They'll run on first down. It's Greer, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete.
Damn.
Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, it's Gardner. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Greer, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Gardner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Greer looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll run on 1st down. Greer. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Working with a 2nd and 4. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This is Greer. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And the travel.
The field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A carry for Greer. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Greer. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Franklin. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter. Possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Frazier, and this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Burton over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Dobbins trying the left side. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burton. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string? Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Gardner. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Keep it on the ground. It's Gardner. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Franklin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Jesus.
Able to get there and pick it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. To throw on second down. Burton. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is brought in at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On first down, Gardner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gardner. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. On 4th down, Franklin. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Burton got his man complete over the middle. That's Nash. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Burton, he finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side going to be caught by Chenault. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Back to throw again. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need... execute and finalize things.
Dalvin's with it, and that's not going to help
repping the fucking passer.
Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Of course.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're gonna play. Come on now.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. He'll look to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. He's back to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the home team here, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sport.
Eat fresh, refresh. Just won't stop. Now come with fresh catering with custom
ball in the sun. Nick Castellanos comes in to score. A bunch of bloops and some good situational hitting from the Phillies, yeah, but they end up getting 4 runs top of the frame. Padres had back-to-back homers to get back in it. 4-2 is the score, and this is just a cool deal. Aaron against Austin. First brothers to face each other in a pitcher versus batter matchup in postseason history. This is a great piece of hitting from Austin. Down 0-2, he delivers hot son Kim, who comes racing around from first. Dad, what do you do? I'm happy, I'm sad, I don't know. One way or another, one of my sons is going to the World Series. That much they know, as they said in an interview on the broadcast. Soto, another great 0-2 not here. Brings in Nola, and Petco's going free. They were down 4-0 early. That was kind of grim. Now, anything but. Base loaded, Brad Hand on the mound, breaking ball. Brandon Drury, who had one of those solo homers earlier. Padres up 6-4. Offensive